It's a hockey stream on episode 532 of the VIG Lounge as the Pittsburgh Penguins travel to Utah to take on the Mammoth. Can the Penguins show that they are the best Arctic creature, or will they get impaled on the tusks of a prehistoric creature from the past that also roamed the Arctic? There's only one way to find out. Before we do that, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. With housekeeping out of the way, let's jump right in to the Penguins and Mammoth here on the VIG Lounge. And we're underway. Mammoth win the opening draw. Puck sent all the way into the Mammoth zone, courtesy of a hit. Collected by Sergachev. Now Keller to Sergachev. Pass to nobody in particular, and that's going to be an icing call. 18:58 to go, and the Penguins get a free offensive zone draw, which I most likely will lose, but we'll give it the old college try. Crosby actually wins it back. Carlson lets it go. That shot goes into the feet of Sergachev, and the Mammoth are away. Dylan Gunther cut it across, and a save made by Stuart Skinner. First shot of the game was easily handled by the Penguins netminder. Crosby dumps it in. Collected along the wall. Carlson pops it off the crossbar. Trying to pick up where he left off against the Golden Knights when he got a pair. And he nearly got one there. Big save and a rebound that went wide. Mammoth keeping the Penguins hemmed in. Puck deflects to the corner. And the pass got picked off, and the puck is chipped in by Tommy Novak. Mantha with a hit along the wall. Puck pried loose, picked up by Novak. Now, Sam Girard with a bit of a spin, trying to get a shot away, and it was knocked off the stick. Letang up the right side to Malkin. Malkin gets checked into the Utah bench. Letang with a hit. And now big Justin Brazeau carries in for the Pens. And he's knocked off. Ben Kindle back to the blue line. Sets up a one-timer. That shot floated. Maybe not the strength that Letang wanted. Now Novak with a long drive. Pad save by Vamelka. Justin Brazeau cuts to the front, denied by the Utah netminder. Hard to believe that each team only has 5 shots combined. It feels like we've had more than that. All right, now we've got 6. And now Novak will hammer it in this time. Played off the goalie's pad. And how that doesn't count as a shot on goal is beyond me. I'm not saying it would have went in, but it touched the goalie, so I would assume that the puck touching the goalie would count as a shot, but I guess not. Now Brazeau's in. That's definitely a shot, and Vamelka will hang on to that one and get the whistle. 9:07 to go in the first, still waiting for the game's first goal. Highlighting Mikhail Sergachev, probably for a hit. Yeah, the one that makes Malkin a temporary member of the Utah Mammoth. With the hit along the boards by the Russian defender on a Russian forward. Utah wins the draw in their own zone. Olli Mata, who was traded to Calgary for Mackenzie Weegar IRL. So we'll be seeing him for the first time in his new team as the Penguins take on Utah. Of course, that's not going to be in this stream because, like I've always said, I started this right from the beginning of the year. So only updates you'll see are the Penguins in this case and the Golden Knights later. Here's Rust with a chance, denied as the rebound was available, but the Penguins couldn't get there first. Now Raquel has it and settles it down. Knocked off his stick. Couldn't get the shot away. Now Rust has it. Rust trying to dance in. Crosby with a chance in front. Turned aside. Pass across. Rust. Up to Raquel. Now Raquel shoots. Denied by Vamelka. And the quick release maybe was not quick enough. But there's the attempt, and the Penguins warming to the task now. And Girard scores! In the words of Mike Lang, I'll buy Sam a drink and get his dog one too. The Penguins lead at 1-0. And I've got a question for you. How much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice, baby. Sam Girard goes around the net, puts it home, and the Penguins are off and running. In the words of John Forsland, of course. Blake Lizotte wins the draw at center. Carried in now by Nolan Chari. He'll let it go. The rebound from Lizotte. What a save by Vamelka. As we're a little over 4 minutes left to go here in the opening frame. And the Penguins get this first goal late in the first. And here's the goal scorer looking for more. Sam Girard with a second chance. Denied. Score! That's how you do her! Penguins lead 2-0. Sam Girard has been the Penguins' offense right now. Got a goal and an assist as he put the shot on net. Connor Dewar got a rebound off the post and then put it past Vamelka. And the Penguins now lead by 2. And that's when a bounce goes right. And the Mammoth appeared to have the early advantage in shots, but then the Penguins really poured it on. Shot by Achari turned aside. Back to the blue line now for Erik Karlsson. Karlsson dances his way to the net. He got a shot away, and Vamelka shut the door. Dewar settles it down, looking for a second one. Not on that exchange. Schmidt. Got it to Cooley. Big drive. Turned aside by Skinner, and the rebound. It's handled by Skinner as well. He will get the whistle with just under a minute remaining in this opening period. Wait a minute. Vanacek? Oh. Okay, never mind. I thought it was Vamelka. I honestly thought it said it as well, but I think just my mind immediately thought Vamelka. And then I just kind of went with it, and my mind told me what I read, and it was wrong, so I'll take that back. Vanacek giving up 2 goals, and I will make sure to say the correct goalie going forward. I didn't even realize that Vitek Vanacek was a member of the Mammoth, unless that's just part of this random assortment of computer trades during the playthrough. I don't know, but either way, Vanacek surrendered 2 goals as the Penguins lead 2-0 after 20 minutes. And here's the goal from Connor Dewar to make it 2-0. Bing! Off the post and in. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 15-6 in favor of the Penguins. Hits 9-5 in favor of the Pens as well. Look at that passing percentage. Whew, that is pretty. And we're not totally buried in the faceoff dot. We're only behind by 1. I can live with that. That's actually pretty solid. And with 20 minutes down, 40 minutes to go, no penalties to speak of course. Let's see what this second period has in store, shall we? Utah wins the opening draw of the second, and we're underway. Keller sprung a forward, and then it was knocked away. Karlsson got it to Crosby, and then he gets knocked down to the ice. Hopefully he's okay. Puck given away to Raquel. Trying to get around Gunther. And he did, but then he lost the puck. Mikhail Sergachev gets jostled by Erik Karlsson. Carlson feeds it across. Now up to Raquel. Raquel trying to spin away from a check. Lost the puck. Collected by Novak. Back to Carlson. He lets it rip, and Vanacek had that go off the pad and wide. Down the wall, collected for Novak. Shot in front, denied by Big Justin Brazeau. Carlson tried to get the shot away and was knocked off his stick. As I regather my grip on the English language. .14 remaining here in the second period. Pittsburgh still with a 2-0 lead. Out shooting the Mammoth 17-7. Nice defensive play. But then it's given away. And there we go. The Mammoth are going to get a penalty, or going to get a power play. As that puck gets deflected over the glass. That's not the penalty, though. It's a interference call. I mean, he didn't actually go down, but he was hit without the puck, so by definition, that is interference. For the Mammoth's chance to get back into this game. Collected by Rust. He's in shorthanded. Denied by Vanacek. Sorry, I almost did it again. I got so excited. Skinner with a great save. Finds Rust again. Rust is going to load a second time, and he scores! In Rust we trust! If at first you don't succeed, try again! And Bryan Rust gives the Penguins a 3-0 lead with a shorthanded beauty. Point number 73 for number 17. 125 on the Mammoth power play. Well, this should honestly be where jailbreak would be fantastic. And Raquel will dump it in. Utah trying to reset. Connor Clifton with a hit. Puck knocked away, collected by Clifton. Up the wall, and Raquel, he broke his stick. Of course, it always seems to happen every time I try to clear the puck. Clifton will do that. He sends it all the way down. Collected for Dewar, and he scores! 2 shorthanded goals. And we're going to call Connor Dewar number 15 on that one. What a goal. All from a clear. Dewar was in the clear and then put it past Vanacek. And the Penguins have doubled it up. It is now 4-0 Pittsburgh. That's 7:21 of the second. Now Achari sends it in. A disastrous man advantage for Utah. Shot by Achari, turned aside by Vanacek. Wonder if the goal, if the score stays the way it is or it gets worse. Wonder if we'll see a different goalie in the third for Utah. Up to Mantha. Lost the puck. And he took a hit. He's still got it. He's going around the net. Pops out in front. Denied by Vanacek. Brazeau to the blue line. Carlson lets it go. That puck pops up and over the net. And we've got an injured Utah player, Dylan Gunther. Not sure what happened to him. Let's find out. There's a hit by Parker Wotherspoon. Well, hopefully it's okay. He is going to the back, which is certainly not the best sign. But hopefully he's not out long term for the Mammoth. Dawson, if you listen to this, I'm sorry, but just know it's not the real player. So, and we've got another Utah power play, but now Sidney Crosby's in the box for interference. That one looks a little worse than the first one, I'll have to admit it. Oh, boarding. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Hopefully for Utah, this will go a little smoother for them. Lizotte wins the draw, and Rust will get an easy clear. Oh, that was a bad giveaway. Blake Lizotte will simply carry it in. Waste some time. Trying to get to the net, but he wasn't able to. Back to the blue line for Shea. Now Rust with a chance in front, looking for his second shorthanded goal of the game. Peterka knocked down by Shea. And Shea will simply send it all the way down. Lizotte in a puck battle along the wall. And Kerfoot finds O'Brien, who then finds Jack McBain. Yeah, Dawson, if you listen to this at any point, I didn't mean to hurt Dylan Gunther. It's just kind of the way things are, because my son is a huge Utah Mammoth fan as they carried over from the Coyotes. Shot by Clifton with a shorthanded bid, and Vanacek is able to get the whistle for that one. 27 seconds left on the Mammoth opportunity being a man up, but it hasn't really looked like it, as Connor Dewar and Bryan Rust each found the back of the net while shorthanded. Raquel looks to carry in for the Penguins. Touched up by Sean Dursey. Puck goes all the way down. Left it for Tommy Novak. He'll gain the red line and send it in. Girard scores! He's got his second! Feeling fine with number 49 as Sam Girard's got his second of the game! It's almost like he channeled originally being in the same division as the Mammoth. Holy smokes! There, Carlson carries in. What's it go? Shot by Brazeau, and again, Vanacek will hang on. And I have to mention this because I haven't yet. The Penguins are ahead by a fistful. Here's the work of Sam Girard. One goal. And the assist on the Dewar chance. And then the most recent goal from Sam Girard. Absolutely torching Vitek Vanacek. Utah wins a draw in their own zone rather. Olli Mata got it sent all the way down, and that's going to be icing again. 4:18 to go, or 4:16 to go, sorry. Battle for it. Sheenikov comes away with it. fires and scores! Igor Chinakhov puts the Penguins up 6-0. Now they're going to have a goaltending change with 3:42 left in the second. Malkin wins the draw. Up and tried to get the shot away, but lost it. Nice defensive play. Trying to get the pass across and up, but wasn't able to do so. Puck's carried right back in by Parker Wotherspoon. And he's here in the Bluebirds for injuring Dylan Gunther earlier in the frame. So imagine what would have happened if he scored. Penguins with a big shot advantage, 29-11, with 1:47 to go here in the second. Malkin wins it back. Carlson lets it rip. Malkin collects it along the boards and gets a shot away. Picked off by former Penguin John Marino. Puck given away. Sent back in by Malkin. And that's it. Penguins explode for 4 more here in period 2. Lead it 6-0 after 40. There's the latest one that chased the starter, Vanacek. And let's take a look at the stats. Shots on goal now 30-11 in favor of the Pens. Hits 25-12, favoring Pittsburgh. Still maintaining a lead in passing percentages. Face-off margins getting a little worse, but that's no surprise. Look at that, though. 2 shorthanded goals in the same penalty kill. And the Utah Mammoth 0 for 2 on the man advantage as well. Maybe Pittsburgh will get a power play in the third. We'll have to see. But with that in mind, 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. Third period action coming at you next here on the VIG Lounge. Mammoth won the draw. Logan Cooley knocked off the puck. He got it back and then lost it. Up the right side to Crosby. Sidney Crosby drifts in. He'll fire, denied by Vejmelka. And this time I know it's him, because Vanacek got pulled after allowing 6. I think that's the first shot that Vejmelka faced now upon coming in relief. The chance for Rust. And then Bryan Rust got things going with a shorthanded goal, up to 23 on the year and 73 points. Early stages of the first. Raquel, what a puck battle! Oh, what a chance! But Vejmelka had other plans. Here's Logan Cooley, deflected wide. And a big save by Skinner. He hasn't been busy, but he has made some dandies when he's had to. Battle for it. Mammoth come away with it. Back up to Sergachev. Penguins look to get it out. And they will. Ricard Raquel carries it on the right wing side. Tries to get the shot away and wasn't able to do so. Puck sent all the way in. They thought it was going to be icing, but it's not. Chinakhov in front, and Vejmelka shut that down. Back to Malkin. He'll let it go. Still mad at him for being out for 5 games because of his own stupidity, but at least we're getting close to the end of that suspension, and my heart hopes he'll learn something, but my head says he'll probably do it again. Girard looking for the hat trick, but Pamelka shut that down. And Nick Schmaltz, the newly extended member of the Utah Mammoth, gets them on the board. It's 6-1. And that's 20 goals for Schmaltz. .12 remaining here in the third round. Ben Kindle wins the draw, gets it up to Tommy Novak, or gets it up to Justin Brazeau, sorry. Shoots! Puck pops back to Sam Girard. Mantha behind the net. Beautiful stretch pass to Letang. Letang's in, save made, Pamelka. To the blue line for Kindle. Now Mantha's got it. He'll fire, denied by Pamelka. Across. And that puck flips in. Mata collects it. And the puck is sent all the way back down. This will not be icing. Up to Clifton, who bashes it in. Collected along the wall by Achari. He's got a chance. Rebound! And Brazeau nearly put it in. Makeshift fourth line shift there. Nearly pays dividends. And now Clifton will dump it in again. Left it along the wall for Connor Dewar. He's got a shorty. He nearly got another one. What happened there? Offside? That seemed like a very aggressive sounding whistle. Yeah. Crosby won it. Got it to Rust. Rust in with a chance. Denied by Pamelka. He has been perfect in relief, and it makes you wonder if the Mammoth started with Pamelka, maybe they wouldn't be in this mess. Sidney Crosby up to Rust. Puck carried in by the heavily booed Parker Wotherspoon, and Pamelka shut it down with a save down low. 4:09 to go in the third. Well, I'm kind of interested in the Utah schedule. They've going to face Vegas in a couple games, so there's that. 4:09 to go in the third. Sidney Crosby dances around, shoots, denied by Pamelka. 3:41 to go as the Penguins continue to pour it on. One out. Penguins keep it in. Rust to Raquel. Back to Carlson. That shot deflected off a stick to the corner. But the Penguins keep it in. Thanks to the body check by Raquel, and now Rust gets knocked down. Wotherspoon looks to deliver another hit. Puck deflects wide. Eric Carlson will send it around. Oh, what a beautiful goal from Evgeny Malkin. Showing some of that old magic as Gino Machino cashes in at the casino. We now, of course, return to our regularly scheduled program. It's now, ironically, 7-1. Look at this little nifty move. Freezes Bamelka and puts it in over the left pad. 42.5 seconds to go. Malkin wins the draw. Puck deflects in. Malkin got the puck, but it's offside. 34 seconds is all that remains. Chinikov got the puck to Wotherspoon. Or Wotherspoon got the puck to Chinikov, rather. And wow, the Utah fans are not happy with their team as they're booed off the ice, which is music to my ears because we're playing away from PPG Paints Arena. So the Penguins get a huge 7-1 win. Sam Girard with 2 goals, but the story, Bryan Rust and Connor Dewar with 2 shorthanded goals that really put this game away in the second period. And took what looked like a pretty surmountable, or a pretty, easy lead to potentially overcome for the Mammoth, and turned it into a landslide. 7-1 Penguins here in Salt Lake. And you can hear the fans there just not happy. And then here's Vanacek getting torched. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats before we wrap things up. Shots on goal, 45-19, favor of the Penguins. Hits 39-18, favoring Pittsburgh. Passing percentage, look, we held on, 83.7. Got dummied in the face-off dot, but we won a few, so I'll take it. And again, the only power plays belong to the Mammoth. We got 2 shorthanded goals, so we'll take it. And 5 goals at even strength for another Penguin 4-point night for Sam Girard, who led the way. Connor Dewar had 2 goals as well. Of course, one of those beauties, shorthanded breakaway along with Bryan Rust. Thank you all for tuning in to part 1 of this 2-part episode of the VIG Lounge. I will be back momentarily with the second half, as the Vegas Golden Knights have a game as well tonight. And I'm trying to remember who it's against. It's at home, I know that much, but I just can't remember who the opponent is. It's a problem when you follow 2 teams. Chicago taking on Connor Bedard and the Blackhawks, so tune in for that one as well. But until next time, I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a satisfying Saturday, everybody.